This really was a 180 for me.
I didn't always know what direction to go, and I didn't always know what to do, and I felt like if you look at me on paper, I should be able to help these kids, and yet I can't.
We've been teaching reading for so long, it doesn't really reach all students, and we know that. And we needed to find another way to do it.
And what are we able to do to empower these teachers to become on-the-fly diagnosticians, figuring out exactly what skill deficit students have, and then to address them without a manual and a script telling you so.
So when I heard this opportunity was coming down the pike, I dove on it.
If you implement this strategy, you will teach everyone to read.
The Summer Institute for Literacy Leadership, or SILL, is a systematic approach to training, coaching, and supporting the implementation of reading instruction for struggling elementary school students. To do this, we brought together a group of teachers, researchers, coaches, and administrators to expand teacher knowledge of structured literacy and also look at how to build students' intrinsic motivation. SILL began with an initial training for teachers in structured literacy and motivational strategies, and then encompassed 40 hours of on-site coaching for teachers across 1 month of the summer school program.
The coaches come in and they're so easy to work with, and I felt just totally comfortable and safe.
Reading words automatically is really most important.
I've never had anyone sit next to me in terms of coaching to say, when you add this word, this is what can happen. That was so helpful.
All of this is the domain of phonological awareness.
The requirements were to participate in the full 3 days of the training and then to participate in a full month of summer school. First couple of days, all the students had a battery of assessments. Once we were able to group the students and come up with what's called an instructional focus area to address those needs. And then surrounding those is building intrinsic motivation.
My hope and dream was to read more smoothly and read more chapter books. I keep trying and trying. Even the teacher gave me papers to go to read at home.
They showed us the lesson plan and said, this is how you're going to do the reading, and we're going to tap every word. I thought, those kids are going to want to kill me. But I do think that the routine was a comfort to them by the end, because when they sat down, they knew exactly what to expect.
It like levels the playing field for kids who have difficulty with language.
The sound is
A kid who's going into 5th grade, he's probably been to every reading program, and Eleni, the speech pathologist, came in and used a bit of the program with him.
Now this one.
And you could just see the relief on his face, like, oh my gosh, I can do it. I think it's one of the most transformative PDs I've ever been involved in.
A student was going to be in the 6th grade in the fall, but when we were doing our hopes and dreams, and he said, I've been trying to learn to read for 2 years and I can't. You know, watching him use the strategies to not just decode, but to read with some fluency was extraordinarily powerful.
Ready? Sizzle.
That is as close to visible miracle you see within teaching.
I was trying to read faster, but now that I know how to read smoother, I think I can read more fast. And now I don't get stuck that much.
The goal for every student was to look, feel, and sound like a reader every day. But the focus was for the students to independently hold that book in their hand and have all of the knowledge of how to break apart those words and say every word correctly.
Just, then.
After the 4 weeks were over, we reassessed the students to look at growth. And the students overall far exceeded the expected growth rate.
Over the summer, the coach Eleni, I had made sure that I spent time with her saying, you know, within the summer program we have 60 minutes. In my day-to-day life, I have 30 minutes. And so she had sat down with me to go over that with me. And so I've been using that template and that lesson plan every single day with my students.
SILL does not end with the summer program. Workshops and coaching continue into the school year to support teachers' ability to implement new routines in their home schools.
Good morning, Hardy School. This is Mrs. Parrots on this Tuesday morning. It's not Monday.
I felt much more confident coming into the school year.
I've been using the blending routine a lot. Blend, word. You want to make the most impact that you can make. And the middle is like the classroom, and we need to find ways to support that. It's hard for teachers to do this on their own, and they need coaching, and they need support, they need their building, they need their district. Everyone is looking for this.
Word. Great job.
I think oftentimes there is this idea that if you go to school and you get a degree, that will make you a better teacher. And I think what I've learned now is that it's really the hands-on training that really I feel has benefited me in the end.